Welcome into another edition of Sports Junkies. I'm Sparky Fifer from 105.7 The Fan in Milwaukee. Here, of course, Gery Woelfel from the Racine Journal-Times and RacineSportsZone.com. Let's talk a little Packer football. The Packers take care of the Detroit Lions, and they do it the way I've been wanting them to do it all year long. They ran the football. Eddie Lacy, 26 carries. Starks had a handful of carries. Aaron Rodgers, under 30 passing attempts. Oh my God, did that really happen?
Under 30.
Did that? He had 22 pass attempts. Did that really happen, or did I live a dream?
I was shocked. They ran their first 3 times. I wonder if that has ever happened in the McCarthy era.
I don't know, but they ran it well.
Oh, they did. I mean, Lacy was in a beast mode.
He's in beast mode every week. Just give him a football and get out of the way. That's all you got to do.
You make it sound like he's Jim Brown. He's a good running back. You think he's as good as Bell in Pittsburgh or Marshawn Lynch in Seattle?
It was Rondé Barber.
Yes.
Who was on CBS Sports Radio with his brother Tiki Barber, who hosts the morning show on CBS Sports Radio.
Right.
And Rondé said it was last week before the game. He said, if the Packers wanted to, they would be the best running football team in the NFL. If they wanted to. He goes, now, they don't want to because they have Aaron Rodgers. He goes, but they could be the best running team in the NFL.
I did hear that comment too, and I totally disagree.
I don't.
They wouldn't be better than Bell in Pittsburgh, Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
Bell is unbelievable.
Le'Veon Bell's great. And what happened?
And Marsh's numbers speak for themselves too.
Let's talk about this for a second. Because you bring up an interesting point. Okay, Le'Veon Bell comes in his rookie year, right? Mm-hmm. Looks a little overweight, but that's how he played in college.
Right.
Loses like 20 pounds. Comes back and is just in beast mode this year, right? Going crazy, having lost 20 pounds. If Eddie Lacy were to do what Le'Veon Bell did going into next year and say drop 20 or 25 pounds, would he be a better football player?
I don't think so. I don't think he has that breakaway speed like Bell does. I think from 5 to 10 yards, he is tough to handle. But I don't think he can take it to that next level like Bell can.
Sure.
Bell gets into the open field, and he's tough to bring down. So
I love Eddie Lacy. I love what they did. Now, they did part of what they did.
We do love Eddie Lacy.
Yes,
you are the president of the Eddie Lacy.
But it's part out of necessity, too. Because Rodgers had the calf problem, and then further had the calf problem later at the end of the first half. And then, of course, second half, he's up in the tunnel stretching and then comes out after the Packers' first series and all of that. But because of that, he had to lean on Eddie Lacy. And that offensive line proved, look, we can be as physical as anybody in the National Football League if you just let us. Mm-hmm. And they took care of a very physical defensive line in the Detroit.
Although it should be pointed out, they did not have Fairley.
Sure, but they haven't had Fairley for a while.
I agree, but Fairley is a big time player.
He is. He's a beast.
And if he comes back in the playoffs, that's an added dimension.
Well, it doesn't matter. If Fairley comes back in the playoffs, it doesn't matter if Suh's not playing. And now,
I agree.
As we take this, Suh is suspended. Now, the appeal process is coming up. I'm guessing he'll win the appeal and he'll get to play.
They're not going to let him go more than one game.
I'm telling you.
There's too much money.
They're going to let him play.
By the way, there are a lot of people that said that was still accidental.
No. Only people from Michigan think that's accidental.
No, that's not true. There were guys on the field that actually thought that.
From whose team?
Both teams.
No, well, TJ Lane tweeted out a still shot from the game film yesterday.
Yeah.
No, he did. He tweeted out a still shot. He said, okay, explain this to me. And you could see TJ Lane, like Suh is here, right? And he's holding like this, pulling him off of Rodgers towards himself. He goes, now how is that pushing somebody in? You can clearly see me grabbing him away from Rodgers to make sure he didn't fall. There is no way that was accidental. He stepped on him the first time, and then the second time, he knew exactly where he was, and he didn't step on him and get off like, oops, I stepped on him and got off. He stepped on him and planted and stood there until Rodgers in pain starts going like this, and he still wouldn't get off of him. But it was accidental.
I think initially he did not know this because his back was to Rodgers when he stepped.
What did he think it was? A throw? Did he think he was stepping on the field? Or the football? Because the football was downfield.
He didn't stomp on him either, like you just said.
No, he stepped on him and put his weight on him. Yes, he did.
He didn't try to hurt him.
Yes, he did.
That is where a reputation precedes someone.
Fine. You're right. If you didn't take your foot and stomp on Evan Dietrich's arm, maybe I thought that. Every other crap you've done in your career.
But in the court of law, these are two separate cases. And
this isn't a court of law. This is the National Football League.
Well, anyways.
And again, like I said before, what did you think you were stepping on? If we go with your logic, he didn't know he was stepping on his ankle. No. What did you think you were stepping on? An acorn? What? What did you think you were stepping on? Because you were clearly not on a level surface. Your foot was like this.
You go back and look at the tapes. He never ever saw Rodgers. Rodgers was behind him the whole time.
I'm going to ask you again. Yeah. What did you think he thought he was stepping on that? If he didn't think it was Rodgers, what did you think it was?
It could have been any. It could have been an offensive lineman for we know, a running back.
Either way, it's still wrong. Regardless of what it was a line part. He knew he was there, and then he took his other foot and came back and stepped on him further.
Let's see the highlights.
I'll take it a step further. Gery Woelfel, who does the Big Show with me, played under fourth grade back in the day when the Charles Marks and
he said we would have never done that.
No, Gery Woelfel said that they should have stuck up for Rodgers and did something.
Absolutely. If it was that egregious, why didn't somebody respond right away? But apparently they didn't think it was egregious at the time.
No, the only person that did anything was T.J. Lang, and all he did was go up and talk to Suh.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And everybody else was standing back watching. So it was brought up. What would you have done? I'm telling you something right now.
This is pro football. What do you expect you to do? Oh, let me help you up, Aaron. You know.
No. I'm telling you right now. Either somebody's going to do it to Suh, and whether it be the Packers or somebody else, somebody's going to take him out of it at the knee. And then everybody's going to go crazy and go, well, everybody, a lot of people are going to cheer and go, it's about time somebody did something. Somebody's going to get him, and somebody's going to get rid of their center. They're both going to get taken out. Because eventually they're going to screw the team. I'm just going to bring up a team that's horrible.
Yeah.
Nothing, say the Raiders, who are out of it and done. And they're going to go up against a team that aren't very good with somewhat of a crazy type of player like Suh, and he's going to go, that's it, screw you, I'm done dealing with this. Boom, out. Now, I bring that up and I'm crazy. Oh, you don't retaliate like that, Sparky. You're nuts. No, sorry. You are not going to mess with my franchise quarterback, especially when you have a reputation of taking guys out. Absolutely not. It's not going to happen. Bringing a backup offensive lineman and making his mission. How many times have you seen a guy get
a backup court? Matt Flynn was stellar again, wasn't he?
That's another reason why you can't allow him to do anything to Rodgers. But again, how many times have you seen a guy get kicked out of the game by a referee for going after somebody's knees? Never. It doesn't happen. It's never happened as far as I know. So it's not like you're going to lose an offensive lineman and get kicked out of the game if he doesn't. That's not going to happen. The whole thing irritates me because this guy's been doing this his whole career and continues to get away with it. And because
he doesn't get away with it.
And because
he doesn't get away with it. He's been fined repeatedly.
Nothing's happened. You have clearly a dirty player in that National Football League, and there's been no precedent set to make sure that it doesn't continue to happen.
I agree, but I'll bet there's no rules.
6 times! I believe it's been 6 times in his career now that he's been nailed for crap like this.
Right,
6.
Right.
And now, because of people like you and others that go, oh, it was an accident, he might get it overturned and get to play against the Cowboys. Yeah. And that's crazy.
Hey, I'm not defending this guy by any stretch of the imagination, but on that particular play, I thought that was innocent. Yeah. Because he did not know who was behind him.
Okay, if we all agree that it was a play,
if you were Aaron Rodgers and I was Suh, and I went like this on your legs, okay. How do I know who is back here like this?
I'm going to ask you again. If you say that you knew it was a body part of somebody when you step back because it wasn't a flat field, and then you step back, you step back, you go like this, you go, oops, that's a body part of somebody. I come up. Now, when I do this and I come up, do I stay like this, or do I go back and step on it again and then go, whoops, I didn't know he was still there? And why would he be stepping back to begin with? Shouldn't his fat butt be walking forward to the play?
I'm impressed with Suh because he's got eyes behind his head now.
Get out of here. You know? That's insanity. He's Gery Woelfel. I see Sparky Fifer. Please send your responses to Gery Woelfel and tell him he's crazy. Please, I beg you. Because now, it's the only thing I heard from Michigan.
Would I incite something like that and say send responses to you?
No.
See?
Because I'm right all the time. But that's part of the reason.
Time to move on.
Packers are going to get either the Cowboys, the Cardinals, or the Panthers, right? They're not going to get the Lions because they're the worst seed. So, assuming the Cowboys beat the Lions, like we all think, is going to happen, that means they get the Cowboys at Lambeau in 2 weeks. I give you the Cowboys or the Seahawks. Which team scares you more?
Seahawks.
See, for me, it's the Cowboys. Because the Cowboys are explosive at running back into Ndamukong Suh, they can pound.
So are the Seahawks?
And where the Seahawks aren't. Right, they're explosive? No. Oh. They're explosive at running back in Marshawn.
Yeah.
But when you get to the wide receiver position and tight end position,
I agree with
we
you
can
there.
match up with the Seahawks across the board, doesn't concern me. When you get to the Cowboys, Jason Witten has shown that he can beat the Packers before, and Des Bryant is explosive. So you have got weapons there.
He's explosive, right? Because the guy that's going to give you an 80-yard touchdown will drop a simple slanted pass.
Who's that?
Des Bryant.
Okay, fine. But did you hear what you also said? The 80-yard touchdown pass?
Yeah.
He can do that too. So they're going to have their hands full of that game. That concerns me. And Romo coming home to play in a playoff game is another thing that concerns me.
I'm just a huge Russell Wilson fan. I think Russell Wilson is the best quarterback in football right now. He is. He reminds me so much of guys like Bob Greasy, Bart Starr, people of that ilk. Just they know how to manage a team. He's on top of his game.
Russell Wilson could never win consistently.
He won Super Bowl.
No. Just listen to what I'm going to say.
No.
I don't think he could ever win consistently if he was in an offense where you had to throw 35 or 40 times a game.
I agree. Totally.
So
totally.
You can't, in my opinion, you can't say, well, he's the best quarterback in the NFL if you agree with me in that thing. They're trying to do.
I like guys that can win and win in big games, and that's why I've always been.
He's done that.
He does.
No one
The
disagrees.
bigger the stage, the better he is.
Did he win the Rose Bowl? Oh. Here's Gery Woelfel. I'm Steve Sparky. Fifer.
Touche.
Enjoy the rest of your day here at RacineSportsZone.com.
That was a pretty impressive comeback.
Ta-ta.